first started, we didn't have anything like this. There's no fresh elderberry destemmer that's made. We were going to try to do frozen fruit, but with all our new food handling regulations, they told us we were going to have to wash our fruit and sanitize it before we froze it. So we had to develop a machine that was going to take the fresh berries off the stems instead of what the rest of the world's always been doing it with the frozen fruit. So we're trying to do fresh fruit that we can sanitize and get it through there. So the first old machine that we got down with, an old farmer up in Canada had made a few of these. And they had a little box that hold about 5 or 10 pounds of elderberries, and it would just shake, 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 but it had a certain motion that would make the berries fall off. And so we took that, and then we began to engineer a new continuous flow, bigger system for the future so that we can handle lots of berries. So this new destemming machine is pretty simple. It just has a shaking rack. And we're going to start out, we're going to get our fresh cold fruit here. We'll bring it over to the scale. On the scale we'll weigh it. We'll have an exact weight of how many berries we're bringing in. Then we'll start running the berries through the machine. The stems will go off to the sides. We'll catch the fresh fruit down here in these stainless steel baskets. When we get a full basket full, we bring it over here to the sinks. And the sinks have 3 compartments. We have one that has our sanitizing solution, it's this one.
And test it with that quick strip.
And then we have strips. We have to test the solution to make sure that it has enough chlorine in it, which is what we're using here, to meet the requirements to sanitize our berries. Then we move those in the container from one sink to the next sink after it's soaked and sanitized. We'll do the first rinse, then we do a second rinse, and then we put them up here on this counter, and on the counter we'll let them drain a little bit. Then we'll pack them into the 25 pounds into each of these square pails, weighing them, marking them. Each bucket gets marked with a code that specifies the date it was packed, the grower's number, and then the batch that it was made in. So those numbers have to be associated with that product all the way through until we're selling it at the stores as finished juice. Some of the new food rules that are going to be important in the future, and he's getting it all set up here. Doesn't have to be complicated. You just have to have the stuff there in place to meet the federal requirements. Restroom for people to use. You've got to have a hand washing station. It's very simple here. He has one here with soapy water. He has one here with wash water. Simple little recycled things. You don't have to buy the fancy stuff. This will work. Fresh, you've got your water. We have clean towels. Everything is labeled properly so that you don't have to think about it. You know what it is. You've got soap, wash, towel, trash. Throw your trash into the trash can. And in the bathroom, always put your toilet paper and stuff in the commode of the porta potty. There's hand washing, sanitizing hand washing stuff also in here. Never throw your paper and your waste on the floor of the porta potty because you can track that into the field and then you'll have contamination there.
What is GAP certified?
Good agricultural practices. Good agricultural practices. So the GAP rules say that we need to have a restroom for people to use. Everything is labeled properly so that you don't have to think about it. You know what it is. You've got soap, wash, towel, trash. Throw your trash into the trash can.